So we're back with another review, and this time we're going over Paco Rabanne's Phantom Eau de Toilette. We're going to cover many things in this review, including the scent profile, performance, versatility, and of course, we're going to take it to the streets to see what women think of this fragrance. Let's get into this review. So the first thing you should know, guys, is the opening on this one right here is going to be the most unpleasant experience when it comes to the scent profile. It feels like a combination of many elements coming together, not in a harmonious manner, but more in a chaotic way. You're going to get a very earthy lavender and patchouli combination, but you're also going to pick up on a bit of a smoky undertone mixed with a bit of sweetness coming from the vanilla with a pop of citrus coming from the lemon. But honestly, all these elements coming together don't really work in harmony. It feels like you're listening to a band where the pianist and the guitarist are playing completely different keys from each other. Not only that, the drummer himself is playing a completely different tempo. But the dry down in the mid phases of this fragrance right here feels like the band coming together. They finally understand how to work with each other's weaknesses and strengths, and they finally make a hit record. So honestly, you cannot judge this fragrance based on the opening. You have to judge it based on the mid and the dry down, because that's where the real magic comes to life, guys. It becomes more of a gourmand, chocolatey, vanilla sweet fragrance with a pop of citrus. It has a very captivating and a very addictive quality, but unfortunately the opening, guys, makes one of the worst first impressions I've ever smelled on a fragrance. Second thing you should know, guys, I am a big fan of the packaging because these kind of unique designs do spark a conversation. Same thing with 1 Million, Invictus, and Lamal. Whenever people see my collection, they're always asking questions regarding those fragrances, and this one right here does the same thing. But here's the thing. It comes off very teenager-like, but the scent profile itself is actually very universal. It has a very masculine lavender note in there, which is synonymous with a lot of fougere fragrances, and it kind of gives a nice touch of masculinity, but it also has that vanilla, dry down, gourmand sweetness. It doesn't have like that bubblegum vibe that you get out of Paco Rabanne 1 Million. So the packaging itself comes off very teenager-like, but the scent profile itself could be worn universally by any man in any age range. So the performance on this one right here, unfortunately, it will not be that strong, especially when it compared to other Paco Rabanne fragrances. Anything from the 1 Million line, anything from the Invictus line always offers good performance. This one here, on the other hand, will not do the same. You're going to get a solid 6 hours of longevity with very reserved projection. For the first couple of hours, you're going to get a foot of projection, so it's not necessarily going to be a room filler or very attention grabbing, but when people come close to your vicinity, they're definitely going to notice it. For the next couple of hours, the projection does dial back. It's going to be about a half a foot of projection close to a skin scent. Around that 4-hour mark, it becomes more of a skin scent, and around that 6-hour mark, it's going to be faded. So you're still going to get a solid 6 hours of longevity with very moderate projection. But when I compare this one to other Paco Rabanne fragrances, this one here is going to be on the weaker side. When it comes to versatility though, I will give it credit. This one here is in the S tier category. It's signature scent worthy and also Swiss Army knife certified. You can wear this one in the fall, winter, summer, and spring. It's a very sweet gourmand kind of fragrance with a nice pop of citrus, and also the performance is not that strong on this fragrance that you are able to wear this one in the high heat. This could also be worn in the office. In fact, it is signature scent worthy in those kind of environments. It comes off very clean and very professional. Plus the projection is very dialed back, so it will not be offensive by any means. You could also wear this one on dates or any romantic situation. It does have a very seductive charm with that gourmand sweetness. You could also wear this one to the club, but honestly, the projection on this one is very weak, and I would prefer to wear other fragrances with better projection rather than reaching for this one here. Although this is a sweet fragrance, because it is very light, airy, and clean, I do believe you're able to wear this one in the gym. And when it comes to suit and ties, I believe you are able to wear it for those kind of occasions. Maybe not the most upscale environment, but if it's more casual and not that serious, I do believe you're able to wear this one with a suit and tie, even a tuxedo. So when it comes to versatility, this one here is going to be in the S tier category. You can wear it for any situation, any occasion, any season, any reason. And of course, we took it to the streets to see what women think of this fragrance. Let's play the footage. I'm a fragrance influencer.
Oh.
Can I get your opinion on this men's fragrance real quick?
Of course.
Sure.
You can take it, smell it. There you go.
That's nice.
Oh,
That's
I
nice.
like it. Yeah, it's like
You-
fresh.
fresh.
Shower vibes.
Very refreshing.
Refreshing. Shower vibes.
Yeah. Very like light though, but I like it.
Yeah.
You like it?
It's not too powerful.
Not too powerful. Subtle,
Yeah.
clean.
You don't want a man that you walk by him and you're like, whoa, that's too much.
Speaking of the man, what kind of man would you describe wearing this fragrance?
I don't know, maybe someone who like works in an office
Yeah,
because it's not
definitely
that
an office
strong
man.
and it's kind of like giving like
Someone
okay,
who's
just got
very
the
put
shower.
together.
Yeah.
Put together, professional, clean.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Compared to other men's fragrances you might have smelled before, is this one impressive or it's average?
I think it's impressive.
Yeah.
I would say it's like definitely like a luxury.
Yeah, it
fragrance,
smells
like.
luxury.
Yeah.
Smells luxurious,
Yeah.
expensive.
It does. Yeah.
Okay. One more question. I feel like I'm asking you guys a barrage of questions.
It's okay, no worries.
From 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's fragrance.
Okay.
What would you give this one as a score?
I would say like a good 8.5.
Yeah. Like 8.7, 8.8.
8.7, 8.8, so
Yeah, definitely
specific.
high up there.
High up there?
Definitely.
Okay, so the one we showed you is the futuristic Paco Rabanne Phantom.
Whoa, looks like a robot.
And it has like a lemon zest vanilla vibe.
Yeah.
So it's like sharp but yet smooth at the
Yeah, I
same
can get
time.
the
Yeah,
lemon.
you can get that.
You get the
for
lemon
sure.
in there?
Yeah.
Let me ask you one more question before I leave, and that'll be it, okay? Is there another men's fragrance you like that you want to share with us?
I don't know.
Not off the top of my
I really
head.
like Acqua di Gio.
Really? The original one?
Yeah, I like that one.
That's a classic. That used to be my signature scent like 10 years ago. Like
and the
that.
one, I don't know what brand it is. My friends always make fun of me. It's like shaped like a man's body.
Jean-Paul Gaultier! Yeah, that's a
JPG. I
that's
like
a
that
classic.
one. My boyfriend wears that one. I really like
Do you know
it.
what color he wears? Because there's like different ones.
It's black, I think. Just the black
Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Mal Le Parfum.
one. Yeah.
He knows.
That's
He knows.
that's what I do. It's a classic. Well, you guys were awesome. Thank you so much.
course,
Okay,
thank you.
have a good day.
Have a
You too. I'm a fragrance influencer. Can I get your opinion on this men's fragrance real quick?
Sure.
Thank you. You can take it, smell it, give us your honest opinion.
It smells like it's kind of floral, but like it's not like the women type of floral.
Do you like it or not like it is the question.
I kind of like it. It's like sweet and not too like sticky. Like you know how when some scents are too sweet, they're like a little too sticky.
So you feel like this is like sweet, but it's balanced.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think so far?
Not too overpowering.
Not too overpowering, subtle.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you 2 more questions, okay? How would you describe the man that wears this fragrance? If you want to smell it again, you can.
Are they like romantic?
Romantic? Is it because of the rose?
Maybe this is just influencing me.
Maybe. You did say it smells floral too, which is kind of funny. And how would you describe the man that wears this one?
Maybe humble, a little quiet.
Humble, quiet, not too loud of a character. Okay, one more question and that'll be it, okay? From 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's fragrance, what would you give this one as a score?
I'll say like an 8.
8?
Think for me.
8 for you as well? Okay, so the fragrance we showed you today is going to be Paco Rabanne's Phantom Eau de Toilette. This kind of has like a lemony kind of touch with the citrus in there, but also the vanilla sweetness that kind of smooths it out. Is there another men's fragrance you like want to share with us before I leave?
I don't. I don't know any actually.
That's fine.
But I like the packaging. It's really nice.
It's really nice, right? I feel like if it's just on somebody's like shelf, like it'll catch some
Yeah.
attention, you know?
Yeah, I could see a lot of guys putting it in their room, like my brother. Like he would probably have something like that, like on his little like shelf.
Yeah, for sure. I think the design is like creative. Some people might find it tacky, but to me, I love like creative bottle designs. And what about you? Like, do you like the bottle design as well?
It's very cool. Like it's supposed to be like a little robot.
Yeah, and there's like different sizes for the robot, and when they make something called a flanker, which is like a different version of it, they change the color of the robot. So there's like an all black robot, and there's like a matte finish robot. So it's pretty cool. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day.
Welcome, you too.
You too. I'm a fragrance influencer. Can I get your opinion on this men's fragrance? Sure. Thank you. You give us your honest opinion on it.
Smells good.
Smells good.
I like it. It's not overbearing.
Not overbearing, so subtle.
Yeah, it's subtle. It's good.
Do you
for
find
work.
it for work? Somebody said the
Or a
same thing
date,
earlier.
yeah.
Or a date. Do you find it to be impressive or average compared to other men's fragrances?
Average.
Average. Why is that?
It's just not memorable enough.
Not memorable.
It's good enough where I'm like not complaining about it, but I'm not gonna walk away and be like, wow.
Wow, what is that?
Yeah.
So from 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's fragrance, what would you give it as a score?
Like a 6.
A 6. Okay, so the fragrance we showed you is going to be Paco Rabanne Phantom. That's it.
Okay, cool.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. I'm a fragrance influencer. Can I get your opinion on this men's fragrance real quick?
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Oh, it's like Sauvage and what's that thing? I forget. It's a mix of Sauvage and I forget.
Do you know the bottle, the way it looks?
Sauvage and Million.
That's actually a pretty good valid point, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of makes some sense right there.
I love fragrances, and
I can tell that was really good actually. I might use that for my video. So, do you like it or not like it is the question.
my ex used to wear Sauvage, so that's why I don't. But yes, I like this.
Overall, it's a good scent. What do you think?
I love it.
You love it. Okay, awesome.
Anything musk. I do Poison Dior for myself, so it's
In the same warehouse for you?
Yeah.
So, okay, let me ask you a question. Compared to other men's fragrances you might have smelled before, you find this one to be impressive or average? If you want to smell it again, you can.
Expensive if you don't overdo it, but again, that's the same thing with Sauvage. But it's been used so much that it's just boring now. But yeah.
Okay, and what do you think? You find it to be average or impressive?
I think impressive.
You think impressive?
Yeah.
Okay, so from 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's fragrance, what would you give this one as a score?
8, 9.
8.5?
Again, I have emotional distress with the scent, but I love the scent.
What about you?
8.5.
8.5? Okay, so the fragrance we showed you is going to be Paco Rabanne's Phantom. So this is going to have like a sharp citrus opening, which is kind of similar to Sauvage in a way. And then it has a sweet vanilla note, which is kind of similar to the 1 Million. So you're kind of on point, to be honest with you. So is there another men's fragrance you like that you want to share with us before I leave?
Cool Water, Davidoff.
Davidoff Cool Water. Okay, what about you?
I mean, I would say YSL Libre.
YSL Libre. Okay.
It's also got Chanel Blue on it.
This one got a little bit of that Chanel Blue. That little Chanel Blue is heavy in citrus too, so I can totally see it. Well, you guys were awesome. Let's do some high fives. Seriously, you guys were so cool. Thank you. Have a good day.
Good day.
You too. From 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's fragrance, what would you give it as a score?
7.5.
7.5. What about 5? Okay, so the fragrance we showed you is going to be Paco Rabanne's Phantom.
Okay, that's a cute little bottle.
It's a beautiful bottle.
Yeah.
And like they have like different versions of it that comes like in a black bottle, a black matte. So they kind of like switch it up a little bit. It has like a lemon vanilla vibe. So it's fresh.
Oh, I did not get
slightly
lemon
sweet.
at all.
Yeah, if you actually smell it again, it's like a touch of like a lemon zest vibe
Okay,
in there.
now that you say that, I got
So it gives it like a clean and there's like a slight sweetness there.
Yeah.
Is there another men's fragrance you like that you want to share with us before I leave?
Oh gosh. I think just all of Tom Ford's stuff. I'm a really big fan of Tom Ford.
Expensive taste right there.
Actually.
Is there like a favorite one that stands out to you?
I think it may be a unisex scent because I also wear it, but I also like love it on a man. But
Sure.
the Lost Cherry.
Oh, okay.
that one.
That's actually one of my favorite on women. Lost
Okay.
Cherry. It's a
Yeah.
pretty good one. It's like a recent release too, not that like,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like in the last couple of years. I think.
Yeah, it's really good. Okay. And what about you? Because you didn't like this one, so I'm curious to
I
know.
honestly couldn't tell you
Okay.
the name of anyone.
That's fair.
I'm not a big perfume person.
It's okay. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Yeah, bye-bye. As you can see in the footage, guys, this one got some really positive reactions. And honestly, I was a bit surprised because I did not think this fragrance would be that liked. But majority of the scores were between the 8 to 9 range. We had some 7s in there. We also had one girl that gave it a 5. Now the clip at the very end, I did have to cut it short because the audio started to mess up and it would have been a very unpleasant experience for you guys to listen to it. But pretty much what she said was it came off a bit too basic for her and a bit too strong, and that's why she gave it a 5. But a lot of the other women really did like this fragrance because majority of the scores were between an 8 to a 9. Some of them said it comes off clean, one girl said it comes off romantic, and another girl simply said she loves it. So I do believe you're going to get compliments and positive reactions with this fragrance, but unfortunately the performance, due to the very weak projection, could be an Achilles heel in this situation. So what's my final verdict on Paco Rabanne Phantom Eau de Toilette? Let's put the bottle down and get serious. So when I first smelled this fragrance, I did not like it. Like I mentioned in the very beginning of the review with that song metaphor, it's like one of those songs where you just skip it when you first hear it, and then one day you're walking into the mall and you hear it playing in the background, you Shazam it, you're like, oh, I remember like skipping the song, but it's actually not that bad. That's how I feel about the scent profile. The opening is not good, but the dry down is fantastic. Performance on this one, unfortunately, is not going to be the best either, especially when it compared to other Paco Rabanne fragrances. Versatility, this is definitely extremely versatile. It's in the S tier category. Women's reactions and compliments, I do believe you're going to get some compliments with this one, but the performance could be a bit of a hindrance in this situation. So honestly, guys, it's not really that bad of a fragrance. At the same time, it does feel like wasted potential because the opening is not going to be the best. You literally have to wait 2 to 3 hours to enjoy it. At the same time, it does have lackluster performance, but I will give it credit for getting me interested in trying the other flankers that are offered from this lineup. So hope you guys enjoyed my review of Paco Rabanne Phantom Eau de Toilette. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below for a video you want to see next. Make sure to subscribe. If you want to follow me on social media, I leave it right there for you guys. Have a good day.